Hello everybody, welcome to another review. Now today we'll be testing the K7 Total Security Suite. I know many of you might not have heard of this software. Actually, this one is based in India. It's not that popular, but I'll be testing this security suite. Now this basic internet security that they provide, this is their highest version other than some ultimate security that has a few extra features, nothing important, so I decided to test this one out. So I like their interface. It's pretty simple, easy to use, and I'll just show you that it's up to date. And they've got some extra tools like this USB vaccination, secure delete, all that fun stuff. I don't mess with all that. So let's just take a look at some of the advanced settings. Now as you can see, we've got antivirus and anti-spyware, firewall, anti-spam, web protection. So let's just take a look at the more advanced settings. I've left everything in stock. Now the only interesting thing I think in these settings is that they've also got intrusion prevention. They've got some exploit protection and intrusion prevention. And if we take a look at their features here, there you go. They've got behavior monitor and intrusion prevention. They've got both of these features. So this application is pretty well equipped to deal with zero-day malware in case these components work properly. I don't know how good their signatures are. We'll just find out. So that's their database, and there you go. It's up to date. So all of these are some zero-day malware that I grabbed. I tried to grab malware that was less than 12 hours old. All of these are 0 days, some 12, some 14, something like that. So we'll just try these out and see how K7 Security Suite protects us. Now if we take a look at their application's memory usage, it's really light on system. As far as I've noticed, it didn't have any kind of performance impact at all. Now this one's using about 31 right now, so it's around 35 megs. But I know this drops a lot. Basically, most of the time since installation, I've seen it sit around at 10 megs. We did some work with their services right now, so maybe that's why it's spiked up to 31. Otherwise I generally see it around 10 to 12, so it's pretty light on the system. So let's try our first link and see how it responds. Okay, so first one has been blocked by their safe surf. That's their browser protection. So let's try the second one. Okay, now this one. Okay, I don't know whether that was blocked, but I'll count it as dead since I didn't get any alert from K7. Okay, this one was blocked as well. Okay, this one has been blocked again. Okay, this one was blocked as well. So the web shield is doing pretty well. Okay, this one was blocked as well. That's interesting. I didn't expect such a good performance from this software, but it seems to be doing pretty well right now. Now this is some file. Let's see if it runs. Okay, it didn't run. I don't know if it was blocked or if just had something else missing. This one was also not able to run, although I'm not sure that K7 blocked it. Okay, now this is a pretty big application. So let's try out the other links while this is downloading. Okay, this one was blocked by the web blocking. That one was blocked as well, as you can see. And the last one. And it's been blocked as well. So it's pretty fantastic result for K7. It's blocked nearly everything that I've tried, except this one file that's downloading right now. So we'll wait for this to download. Whoops. Okay. So let's see if this file is able to run and infect the system. Okay, it's kind of hung up right now. Let's take a look at the memory usage to see if K7 is using too much of it. In fact, K7 appears to be using the same amount of RAM, just a little bit more maybe. But as you can see, it's taking up a lot of CPU. Now that is not very good news. You can take up all the RAM you want, but CPU usage should be as low as possible. But it's probably analyzing this file right now, so that's why it spiked up. System's still pretty much responsive, so it's not that bad. Okay, let's see if we can run this. Doesn't look like it's running. So I guess we'll just move ahead and we'll just keep this running in the background. I'll just get some files now. Well, that file isn't running, so we'll just proceed to the next part of the test. As far as I saw, K7 blocked everything that ran. So that's pretty good news for K7. I didn't expect such a great performance, but it seems to be doing pretty well in the link test. Well, the installer was about 75.2 megs, just want to show you guys that. Now I've got 404 items here that are all malware, and all are zero-day malware. They're all from either today or maybe some are there from yesterday, so it's all pretty fresh malware here. So we'll just do a right-click scan with K7 and we'll see what it finds. Here we go. This is their scan interface. It's pretty good, simple, not too flashy or anything like that. So let's just wait and see how long it takes for this to scan, and I'll be right back when the scan is done. Well, welcome back everybody. As you can see, K7 scan is completed and it's removed almost all the stuff that it's found. Now I do know that it's not removed some stuff. There you go. It's infected by a virus. That's all it's telling me. So I'm going to try to select these stuff and try to delete them. Okay, let's hit the delete button and see what happens. Okay, so it looks like, okay, now it's telling me that it has detected a malware infection that requires advanced cleaning. And it wants me to launch something else, disinfector, some different application that is going to scan my system. Well, I guess this is for system infections, and since it says that it's removed everything, I don't think I need to run this software. Let's see what it's found, what it wants me to do. It's just 2 files. So I guess I'll be back when, or let's just calculate the detection rate, because 2 files won't make a huge difference. to that. So let's see what we've got left over. We've got 114 files other than these two out of 404. So as you can see, I had hit remove on all of these, so it should have removed everything. Okay, so this is a detection rate of 71.78%. Now it's not that bad. In fact, it's pretty good detection rate for the malware that I had. And I guess I'll just stop this. I don't think I'm going to do a whole system scan, just scan this piece of folder. Not exactly. I don't exactly like this, that you have to launch a disinfector separate application to clean a single piece of malware that it can't remove. But that's okay. It didn't do that bad. So since it's an interesting case, in fact the software has done really well. So I'll just take these files back to my host machine and scan them with Comodo so that we can compare the detection rates. So I'll be right back. Welcome back everybody. We're on my host machine and I'll just do a right click scan with Comodo on these pieces of malware just to show you they're the 404 files that I tried on that machine. So it's the same files. This time we'll do a scan with Comodo and I'll be back when the scan is done. Okay, so Comodo's scan is complete and we'll just hit clean on everything that it's found. So I'll be right back when it's removed all this stuff. Okay, so Comodo finished its cleaning and we're left with 57 files. Whoops. So it's a detection ratio of 86%, which is more than 14% ahead of K7. So K7 didn't exactly do bad. It's about mediocre or decent signatures, I should say. But Comodo is certainly way ahead of it right now when it comes to signatures. But I was really impressed with their web blocking features though. Anyway, I'll be back on the virtual machine. Okay, so K7 did do pretty well on the web blocking as well as it was decent performance in the signature test. But now let's just check out what defenses they've got against unknown pieces of malware. That is basically the malware that we've got left over in here. So all these files will not be detected by their signatures. So let's see if their intrusion prevention and other modules are successful in protecting this computer against this unknown malware. So let me just make sure that everything's enabled. Now the startup is pretty slow. I mean, the system startup was quick, but K7 startup, well, as you can see, the interface hasn't loaded yet. So it isn't the fastest interface, but it's not that bad. I didn't see much system slowdown. And there you go. Everything's set to stock. Intrusion prevention and behavior monitoring is enabled. So let's just see what these files can do to the system, or what K7 can do to these files. Okay, so far no alerts from K7. I don't know if K7 are using their own signatures or if they're actually buying signatures from some security suite, because they do have pretty decent signatures, so I'd like to find that out. I don't know that right now, so it would be great if any of you could find that out for me. I don't know about their engine, even if it's their own engine or do they use somebody. Okay, finally, something from the system monitor. Now it's telling me that a new startup entry has been added. Now it's not telling me that if the application was digitally signed or not, just told me that a new startup item. Now many legitimate applications also make startup items now, but I'll just hit block anyway. But it did allow the pieces of malware to go into the system. This application has intrusion prevention and behavior monitoring. Doesn't look like any of those work decently. There you go. Everything was just allowed to run just fine. No alerts from the intrusion prevention. Only thing I got was that new startup items are being installed. So that's not a proper alert because many legitimate applications also make startup items. So I guess that's it for this test. K7 did do decently. Okay, finally something else has been detected as riskware. I don't know if this is by their signatures or if it's by their zero-day components, but did detect a couple of stuff. Anyway, so I guess that's it for this review. You saw the responses and their signatures. I think they're doing pretty well. They're not doing excellent, but it's pretty decent performance, not that bad. So I'll put out the ratings. I didn't think I'd put out for this application, but right now, as I saw, it did pretty well. So I'll put out the ratings and hope you guys enjoyed the review. Have a nice day.